Okay, that's the information from Sketch 1. So I'm going to open up a new drawing to do the exercise 2. So new part. Okay, and I'm going to do this a multi-body part, and first of all, we're going to do two separate sketches. So first one's the easy one. So I'm going to go to Sketch. I'm going to pick the top plane because I want the plan view, and I'm going to draw a cylinder that is 15 millimeters in diameter. So just define that. Okay, and dialing 50. Okay, fully defined, and features. Now I want this to go down the way, I don't want it to go up the way. Let me just turn that round. Go to features, extrude boss base. Okay, I want to reverse that and go to 50. Sorry, 40 actually is the correct dimension. And I'll give that a green tick. Okay, so that's part 1. I now want to do my second sketch off there, and I'm going to do it off that top planar surface, which is the same plane anyway. So if I go to Sketch now, Sketch again, on that top surface. Now this time, press the space bar, and I'm going to go from the top because there's quite crucial dimensions here. So just zoom out a little bit. I'm going to draw a pattern here and then put the dimensions on afterwards. Because it's a little bit easier to do that. So I'm just going to do this shape here. Okay, into there. Now there is an arc, so press the A key down to about there, and then down to that there. And I just need to tidy this up now. I'm also going to put a construction line in just to make life a little bit easier for myself. You'll see why in a second. And I've got my little indicator that's horizontal. And you see it's defined in terms of the horizontal, but I can pull that out as far or as small as I want to. I just want that as a reference. So first things first, I want to make that vertical, perfect, and that one there, hold the shift key down. I want to make that tangential to that curve, and I do have some dimensions here. So the overall dimension here, so let's start with this one here. So I'm just going to pick up on the line and make that 20. Okay, as I said, you do have a slightly different version than I have, so that's 20 there. Quite simple dimensions here. Let's make that one 10. Okay, and the distance between there and there is also 10 on that one. So just 1 second, and I'm going to pause. It's always annoying when phone rings halfway between you have to take the call, but never mind. So back to it. So we put those dimensions in, 20, 10, 10, and there's a distance actually from that point there to that point there, okay, of 115. Okay, and you see we started to define stuff there because it's starting to turn black. And there's also a dimension from there to that bar there, and that dimension is 95. Okay, we're still not there yet, because within this, if I press the escape to come out of the dimensions, that there and that there have to be collinear. So you see that's why I put the construction line in, just to give me a little bit of a hand. And also I need to give that a dimension there. So back to dimensions and onto that there. As I say, most of you probably are very good at this, but it's good practice for you just to get back into the swing of things on there. So I've got the sort of basic layout of what I need, but this time I want to actually do a extrusion in 2 directions. So go to features, go to extrude boss base. That's gone up. That dimension there's the total 60. So I want to go up 50, and I want to go down direction 2. I want to go down 10, and that gives me the basis of my part that you see there. So that should do. So I've got two multi-body parts there, and you can see from my solid bodies folder, if I just click on that, I've got two parts, which hopefully will come one very soon. There is also, if I put that in that orientation, okay, there is a through all hole in here. The easiest way to do that, you can use a hole wizard, but there's no point really. So just go to sketch on that planar surface, and just draw a hole that size. The diameter of that hole is 30. So I go smart dimensions on that one. No, not far off. So the more you use this, the easier it gets. And I am going to go, it's 25 from there to the center. Okay, 25. And it is 45 from that side to the center there. And click on that. And I can see 45. And again, I don't need to come out of the sketch. I can go straight into features, and I can go extrude cut, and make sure that that is changed to through all, and give it green tick, and therefore I've got my bases. Now what you need to do, if I look, oh, there's another hole, sorry, beg your pardon. There's another hole through here, so I can do the same again. So go to sketch again, sketch. I'll go onto that planar surface this time, and I'm going to pick up on the center because it's easy, but you can do a collinear aspect. So if you did that, that, it will probably be funny. Sorry, not collinear, concentric circle, which it's done, and put a dimension of 25. Now I'm not sure if you understand all that terminology, but hopefully by doing these exercises you'll start to learn doing it. So go to features, go to extrude, sorry, my mistake, it's just back out of that, press escape, or just the red cross, go to extrude cut. That picks up, it knows what I'm working on. I just change that rather than blind and go through all, and there we go, I've got my two parts. Now what we need to do here is actually have a bridging part between these two. So again, easiest way for doing this, I'll show you the way I would do it. As you would probably learn with SolidWorks at the moment, there is hundreds of ways of doing bits and pieces on it, but I need to do this. The actual thickness of the part is 10 mil when you look at it, so to put it in here, so I would work off that plane there. So if I go to sketch, I'm going to go into that surface there. It didn't do it that time, but it's done it now, has it? Okay, I think it's done it there. What I'm going to do is actually convert entities this time, and of that one, and you'll notice that's gone around the outside. Now press space bar there to come up, and I know that I need to go to this edge here, so I'm just going to take a line from there to the edge of that there. Now I could have converted entities to that center, which actually would have been better, because you're then guaranteed it to go through the solid, and especially if you're working with draft angles. So experiment and see how you go. I'm going to come off that there, and I'm going to do another sketch, which I know goes from that point there, and it goes tangential. So like in the previous exercise, I'm just going to go slightly wide of that, and then click on the line, hold the shift key, outside the perimeter of that circle, tangential. I'm going to go to convert entities again, and I'm just going to convert that one. Okay, just complete that square, and I'm going to go to trim, and all I'm going to do is take that circle out, take that little bit out there, and you'll see that I have that bridging part from it there. So go to features, because I've used this so often, so long time, I know I don't need to come out all bits and pieces. So I'm going to go extrude boss base. Okay, and that's going up, but I actually want it to go to surface. So I'm actually going to go up to surface, and I'm going to pick the lower face there and make sure that the merge command is there. Okay, and there we have that part there. Now this is all very engineering, sort of mechanical based. I'm just checking that line there that I'm okay. That is a tangential relationship. I also need to put a fillet of 5mm in. So if I go to fillet, it should come up. It's default 10, change it to 5, and just pick that line there. And there we go. That is that part that has been constructed. There is actually a fillet underneath there as well. So if I just go back into here, go to edit feature, and just pick the underside. No, face. Pick that edge there. Perfect. Okay. So this is very, very basic stuff, but it just gets you back into the modelling. So save that part, close it up, and we shall move on to exercise 3.